From K2TV, Wyoming's sports leader, here's this week's high school football huddle.
Good evening, everyone. Along with my partner, Kiera, Grogan, I'm Carmine, Gemei, and this is the high school football huddle. It's week 7 of high school football, and the 4A teams are playing their 8th games of the season. And Kiera, we start with a ranked matchup between the state champs, number 3 Natrona County, and number 5 Cheyenne Central.
That's right, Carmine. A lot of fun. Cheyenne Central's quarterback Dawson McCleary has led them on a 4-1 run after an 0-2 start. In the last 5 games, he's passed for almost 1,200 yards and 17 touchdowns with just 3 interceptions.
And that's not a good sign, with Natrona County having just the 8th best pass defense in all of 4A. But after being banged up this season, the Mustangs have their all-state running back, Dante's Inferno, I call him.
Good for them.
Dante Wallace was back at 100%. So I asked about his mentality with just a few games left in his high school career.
Just play every game like it's your last game. You never know when it is. Just go 100% all the time. I think our defense plays 100 miles an hour all the time, and I think they're just going to have a problem with that.
Well, we got to get healthy, but I think we got to continue to improve our play on the offensive line and develop more depth. I think we're getting there. I think we'll have a tremendous challenge this week in the passing game. I think Central throws the ball probably as good as anybody, and I think their scheme and the things they do will really present a challenge to us. But so those will be the big deals.
And tonight, Central pulls off the upset 32-19. So the Indians improve to 5-3. The Mustangs fall to 5-3. And Central will now host the first-round playoff game. That'll be their first home playoff game, Kiera, in 10 years. So good for them in getting the big win there.
That surprised me, but upsets are always fun to follow along. But last week, Central lost by just 3 points against number 4 East. This week, East hosted Rock Springs and won close 23-14. And then number 2 Sheridan played at Laramie, and they won 55-7. The state runner-up Bronx improved to 7-1 now.
And there's 4 4A teams that were 1-6 coming into tonight: Laramie, Kelly Walsh, South, and Campbell County. And remember, only 2 4A teams don't make the state playoffs starting in 2 weeks. So these are big games for those teams tonight. South
time.
And Campbell County, that's right, crunch time, played each other, and Campbell County wins big, 48-7.
Wow.
And actually, there we go, 48-7.
There we go.
Yeah.
And Carmine, another 1-win team. Kelly Walsh had a tough challenge tonight at number 1 Thunder Basin. The Bolts are an undefeated 7-0 this year, and they've beaten every ranked team in 4A this far.
They are very tough, Kiera. And I caught up with the Trojans' Chance Burton and Coach McKelkey, Aaron McKelkey, before they tried to knock off number 1.
Really, they're really good at just going all around. Everything they do really well. Their passing game's nice. They got really athletic linebackers. But if we just stay true to our assignments, execute well, on the O-line, working our double teams up to those backers, we can combat that well.
We played tough teams before and hung with them and battled, and they've had some where they were, losing by 2 scores at halftime to Rock Springs. They've come back to win, I think, 4 of their games. So we got to make sure we start the game fast and compete with them and just try and make it a 1-score game there at the end and steal one on the road against a tough team.
So, Kiera, the Trojans knew it would be a tall task, and it was. Thunder Basin takes them down 49-14. The number 1 Bolts improved to 8-0 this year, so Kelly Walsh and Cheyenne South and Laramie are all 1-7. So that makes for a big game between 2-6 Campbell County and 1-7 Kelly Walsh next week in Casper. Both teams trying to make that final playoff spot.
These next few weeks are going to get very interesting and a lot of fun. But now we move over to 3A and our game of the week. That's number 1 Star Valley Braves at number 2 the Cody Bronx. And the winner of this game earning the West number 1 seed. The Braves leading the all-time series 23-10 and won 9 of the last 11 meetings before today. But the Braves come out on top tonight, winning 20-17.
Great game right there, a matchup of the undefeateds. You'll love to see that. And Star Valley now 7-0 and the only undefeated team in 3A. Also tonight, we had the number 3 Jackson Bronx at the Evanston Red Devils. Jackson wins easily as the fall leaves come down 62-13. Then Douglas played at number 4 Lander Valley, and Lander wins a close one 31-26. So they're pulling out a lot of close games, Kiera. You remember just a few weeks ago, they beat their rival Riverton 9-7.
Yeah, that was a great game as well. And then we had Green River at number 5, Powell, and the Panthers beat the Wolves 26-14. Right. Then the Worland Warriors versus the Torrington Trailblazers. A little tongue-tied there, but they played at Torrington tonight. Worland wins 28-7.
In our last 3A game of the night, the unranked Rawlins Outlaws at the Riverton Wolverines. And Kiera, Bobby Fallett is very proud tonight because Riverton gets another win. They win 17-6. So after not winning a game all of last season, Riverton is now 4-3 this year. So incredible turnaround. And that's it for our 4A and 3A games. We'll be right back with our 1A 11-man, 1A 6-man, and 2A highlights and scores next on the High School Football Huddle.